Hey everybody, welcome back to our neck of the woods. So in this video, we're not really gonna have a house video. As I mentioned in the last one, Erin and I have got some things to do. So we're actually gonna take a little vacation and kind of get away for the first time in I don't know how long, probably 3 years or more. Real quick, we got the garage doors done. Want to show you some things about them and the operation of them, and then we'll be back and hope you guys enjoy coming along with us and going and visiting Washington, D.C. Okay, so real quick, just update on the house. It's just gonna be about the garage and the doors real quick. We've got the wall over here getting started painting. Got a couple coats on there, and then we need to go ahead and put our line so we can go ahead and paint the dark gray. We got everything here pretty much touched up and got this side of the wall painted. I probably will actually end up using the paint for that, because the paint that we got is a stain blocker. So that should be okay to actually put directly on that wood. If it does bleed through, we'll have to get some like anti-bleed through paint and then paint it again. But we do need another coat on there and then to finish up over here. But painting is underway. And again, the garage doors are done. They got everything done, and I just want to say that they did a really good job. So we went with a local company in Ohio called Precision Garage Door, and again, they just did a fabulous job. Everything from start to finish, just top notch. The sales girl who came out here came out actually 3 times. 1 to see everything, 2 to drop something off to me, that little sample, so that I could get my trim right. And then she came another time to kind of look at everything and go, yeah, this is how it's gonna install. Everything looks great, you're good to go. And that's just top-notch service. And then as for the install guys, 2 guys came out here to start, and then when they noticed they had to put lumber up there, I think they called some big wigs in, and like their boss came, and he came out and was actually helping them install. And then on the 2nd and 3rd day, he actually came out here by himself with someone else. So the head guy knew right away. He like looked around and he's like, I can tell like you want everything done right. Like I didn't even open my mouth and he could probably tell that I was either OCD or how good everything looks. He's like, this needs to be done right. I need to make these doors go really well and have them installed, and he did. I didn't say a thing. I didn't stand out here and bug them. They were coming up to the RV and asking questions like, hey, can you come look at this? What do you think of this? And just every step of the way, I think they did an amazing job. And the doors are just awesome. The door openers are awesome. If I didn't mention this before, they are made by Genie. And I know Genie's been around like a million years. And I believe they're the 69 series or 6900 series, like a 6910. But they are super small, if I haven't mentioned already. The thing's like only 6 or 7 inches wide and maybe like 1.5 feet tall. Super small. They make absolutely no noise, which blows my mind. I'm gonna open the little one right now, and I can probably whisper and you guys won't even hear this thing run. I mean, the wind outside right now is louder than that motor. You hear the door moving more than anything, than you actually hear that motor running. And then the other thing they wanted my opinion on was the lights that they come with. I was like, yeah, we don't need no lights, because they were gonna put them up on the ceiling like as you normally do. But they actually went up on the ceiling, and those outlets aren't energized 24/7. Those outlets are only energized with the light switch for the LEDs. So they're like, we don't know where to put these lights at. And you have to have these lights installed, because the lights actually are what hold the Bluetooth or the wireless for the cell phone and everything. So we have to have those hooked up. And that was the only suggestion that I had was, one, putting that lumber together to kind of make like an H and getting those T-brackets. And then the other thing was, I was like, just go ahead and put the lights directly on the wall. That one in the middle of the garage doors, so it projects the light out. And then this one over here on this wall. And I mean, it provides more than enough light. With both of those on, I mean, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but the garage is fully lit up. Each one of those little orbs has like 50 or more LEDs in them. And yeah, I think it looks nice that they're flush mounted there. The light still shoots out, you can see everything. And I think, again, everything about them and everything that Precision Door did, they're just awesome. Now I did make two little mistakes here, or didn't tell you guys right. Number one, these doors are actually made by Armor. The Coldplay or whatever doors, those were the ones that we were actually looking at through Home Depot. And Home Depot's doors, they were about $500 cheaper and the installation value was a little higher, but I just liked the customer service and everything through Precision that we actually ended up going through them. And one of the times that I actually contacted Megan, our sales rep girl, she actually said, you know what, if you guys go with us, we'll give you a $250 rebate. So while these doors may have been $250 more than Home Depot's, I just liked, again, keeping the money with local businesses and not some huge organization like Home Depot. And the other thing is, I just like these doors better. The ones that we built from Home Depot, yes, the installation would have been a little bit better, but they just didn't look quite as nice as these ones. These things feel absolutely bulletproof and massive. I love the carriage style look that they had. All of their features that they come with, again, I think were great. And then again, with the Genie, the other mistake I made is these locking mechanisms not only are manual, but they are automatic. So as you can see, when the door is closed, the bolt actually does protrude out. So if you tried to lift that door and break in right now, not only are you fighting the weight of the door, which isn't much because the springs are loaded, but the Genie would be fighting you. And then once you engage that bolt, you're not getting that door open. So if the power goes out, you can still do that manually. But I think I made a mistake in trying to explain that last time. But it is an automatic bolt that under normal operation, that thing will shoot out every time and will lock these garage doors down and you can't get them open. We are missing the grills over here. I guess they couldn't find them, so they put in an overnight delivery to get them here like on Monday or Tuesday down from, I think from Cincinnati they were coming from locally. So they'll only take a day to get here, but they finished up Friday yesterday and, or no, Thursday. And again, their fit, finish, work, craftsmanship, and everything that they did. Thank you guys for helping us out and getting those in and spending the time to make it right. And hopefully next time that you guys see this garage, we'll be getting the painting finish up and we should be done in here. All right, so off the bed so we can wake up. And again, our trip tomorrow, we're gonna head to DC. We have got some things that we've got to do there. I was supposed to ship something, I was selling something, and instead of paying like $40 or $50 to ship it, I decided, you know what, let's just go pick up cash, and while we're there, let's get a hotel and explore, because Erin and I honestly haven't done anything in quite some time. And this may sound crazy, but it took me probably a year and a half that when I went and bought the Porsche, I stayed at a hotel. That was probably a year and a half living out here that I actually had like a first proper shower where I didn't have like just 5 minutes to hurry up and shower because you run out of hot water in the RV. And then it's been like another year and a half since then. So this is gonna be like a year and a half and or like twice in 3 years that when we get to that hotel, I'm not joking, I don't care how much water I waste, I'm taking like a 30-minute hot shower and just sitting in there and doing nothing. I know that sounds weird, but if you guys don't have great running hot water, I think you'll know what I'm talking about. But we're gonna see the sights, we're gonna hit up some museums. I've been there twice. I don't know how many times Erin has been there. I know on the East Coast of the United States, it's always like an 8th grade field trip thing. And I did that in 8th grade, and then did that one time, just walked around locally because I had a local race where I went in that night and had some dinner and went and saw the sights, but it was only a few hours long. But we're gonna spend 2 days there, visit all the museums. You guys are gonna come along with us, and we're gonna enjoy, again, kind of a first little vacation that we've had in years. And then we'll get back to building the house next week, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, and we'll see you guys bright and early in the morning. All right, everybody, we are on the road. Don't know how well this audio is gonna come across. You guys are mounted on a windshield now instead of me holding it, so I don't know what bumps and stuff are gonna pick up. But I don't know, we're about an hour on the road. We've got about 6.5 hours total for the trip, so about 5.5 to go. I don't know how many times you've been here.
Zero times.
How did you guys not go here on your 8th grade field trip like the rest of the world?
I don't think my school had an 8th grade. We didn't have any field trips in my school.
We had a 6th, a 7th, and an 8th.
Like no major field trips. We never went out of state or anything like that.
So do you have any idea what you're gonna be looking for, or what it's like, or something in mind?
Well, I've seen it in the movies. I've seen National Treasure, so I feel like I know what to expect.
Right. Especially we're gonna go to the Library of Congress and find the book.
Yeah.
I want to see the museum with the spaceships and the airplanes again. And then, this probably won't surprise my mom, but there's just something about it. I just remember on the 8th grade field trip when I walked into the room and saw it, I've always had a fascination with like jewelry and stuff. So I'm looking forward to seeing the Hope Diamond again. And you've probably never seen it.
Not in person, no.
But I don't know. Like I said, it won't surprise my mom, but ever since I was a little kid, if we walked into the mall, I'd always like head over to like the jewelry counters and like look for everything. And I don't know if you know that, but
no,
you're probably not surprised.
It doesn't surprise me, because when you picked out my engagement ring, you knew more about the diamonds than half of the store employees.
Yeah, but it also took me forever to find your main stone's diamond, so I was real picky on that one. So
yes.
I don't know. It's just cool. If you guys have never seen it or know anything about it, look it up. It's pretty awesome, especially when you put it under like ultraviolet light. The blue Hope Diamond turns like this blood-curdling red. Something in the diamond reflects back and it's not blue anymore. And I know there's a lot of history around it and everything like that, but that's just one main thing that I remember. And then again, the Space Museum, and I don't know. I can't think of any other museums off the top of my head, but we'll look it up and see what we're gonna do, or you look something up and see what you want to look for.
We got to figure out what we can see along the way too.
Nothing.
There's nothing to see on the way to DC.
A lot of
Nothing
this.
at all.
Maybe I think we're heading up and over the Appalachian Mountains. We've done that before.
Isn't that where the skinwalkers are?
What?
I'm not supposed to say that word. You're not supposed to say skinwalkers out loud.
I don't know what that means.
You don't know about skinwalkers?
No.
Oh my gosh. They're like these, it's a legend, I don't know. Some people call them skinwalkers. I guess there's other names for them. And I'm pretty sure that they can be found in the Appalachian Mountains. They're like it's like a feral human being that is basically an apex predator and mimic human sounds. They say this is the reason why so many people go missing in the national parks. That it's that type of predator. It's a human, but it's feral and it's out there getting people. That's why people disappear and are never found again. Or if they are found, it's their remains and it's like hundreds of miles away. Get on TikTok and look up skinwalkers. Everybody. TikTok, skinwalkers.
Will do. First stop, or I think we're about halfway there. Right now we're like at a rest stop on a scenic like overlook area. We'll get back on the road, and like I said, we're about halfway there. we made it. We ended up picking the Hilton Garden. We're about 1 or 2 blocks away from the White House, so I guess that'll be our first stop to just head over that direction, and we should be there. And then we're gonna be pretty much out all night. We gotta get some food in us, start seeing the like local spots that you just need to walk to, and then tomorrow we'll actually do the museums and stuff. But hopefully everything goes well, that I can deliver this package, and then we'll go from there and see what we can do tonight and tomorrow. So hang tight. So Erin's not impressed. She thinks it's way too small and it's a movie set. What else did you say?
It just looks like a house. I don't know.
Yeah, a White House. I can't believe you can't get close anymore. You used to be able to drive on here, number 1. Number 2, we used to always go up to the gate, and now we're all the way across the street, I guess. Apparently Erin is worried about my camera folded up in my back pocket because it's a big black GoPro thing, and I'm like, what do you mean? I shouldn't like pull it out like this real fast? She goes, yeah, definitely wouldn't, even though I'm 20 miles away from anything important. Can't see anything. Once again, have to stay across the street, but it's not that far. It's the back of the White House. What? Yeah, I'm surprised at that. I don't understand how commercial jets can fly that close to the White House. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I mean, that jet is literally right. Yeah, but if that thing was hijacked and it wanted to make a U-turn, if it wanted to make a U-turn right now and plow headfirst into that, an Air Force jet would not have time to take off and intercept. I thought there was like a 50-mile range or whatever that they weren't allowed in.
But I think as long as they identify themselves.
What if it's hijacked? I'll identify as a commercial plane that, yo, all good here. What was that? It's a Star Wars thing.
No way.
When Harrison Ford picks up, hey, what's going on down there? All good down here. How are you doing?
Everything's under control, situation normal. Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now, thank you. How are you?
No, because the second you start to get hijacked, you're alerting, they're pressing a button. No, it's not an instant, I'm hijacked, there's nothing I can do.
Whatever. I don't think you guys are gonna get anything hearing from us because we don't have a freaking dead cat because it broke and the other one didn't work. So all you're gonna be hearing is wind, but if that's a problem, the rest of this video we'll just have on kind of time lapse with music playing.
Don't make me run and accidentally fall off the edge.
There ain't not much room to go. What time is it?
9:30.
And we haven't eaten since 10?
Yeah.
Except for some candy. I'm starving. So apparently only some stuff is open today, and there's special times, like we're here at the Ford Theater. So we were gonna go in, but we want to go down there and we can't be back at 2 o'clock because everything closes at like 4 or 5 today. But Ford Theater's where Lincoln was shot, and that's the house across the street where he was taken, and he passed away in his bed, or in the neighbor's bed that they took him to. You wanted a miracle? I give you the FBI. She doesn't get it. It's freaking Die Hard, people. Come on. She doesn't get anything. Jeez. Well, I said wish us good luck on delivering my parts on Monday, that they're there and they've got the funds available and nothing goes wrong and come all this way. But now we needed luck because you can't get into anything. They have up to a month in advance to purchase reserved tickets for like just a few hours that everything is open. And if they open up that day, tickets are available like 8 a.m. and they're gone in 30 seconds. So I can't wait for this stupid COVID thing to be over with. It's so annoying that, I don't know, I'm not even gonna go into it, but there's only 1 or 2 places that actually had tickets available. So we'll see, we'll go to them, but it's nothing that her and I wanted to go to. Actually, one of them she wanted to go to, but yeah, we have to wait another month before anything is open, which makes no sense, but whatever. So we'll continue out our day and try to find something. So first one available is American art. Either we suck at art because we've only been here for 200 years, or because we're off the beaten path, no one really wants to go. What do you think about that one?
I liked it more than I thought I would. I didn't really see too many paintings that we should buy for the house, but there was a few.
Are they for sale?
Highly doubt it, but...
You only said anything about that big one, with the one I zoomed in with the deer.
It was pretty amazing. And I guarantee you we could just find a smaller print.
And then the one marble statue with the like lingerie on.
It looks like a sheet is laid over it. I can't even fathom how they make it look that real. It's amazing.
So I don't even know how we got in there. Some of the things that you can get online for, they let you in for next month, but you can't go back to this month in June. And then some of the ones you can't go in advance and sign up for in July. So the calendar that opened up for that one was actually opened up for July that we picked on, because I wasn't really looking at the date. I was just looking at the last Sunday in June, I thought, but it was the last Sunday in July. So we signed up for a wrong date. Nothing is available for anywhere, anything, but they let us in because he's like, oh, you're like the 200th person that's made that mistake. But it's not really a mistake. Your website's only pulling up July and not just showing June's closed out. So now the next one that we are going to, we did the exact same thing. We thought June calendar was open, but it was the July. So we may get in this one just because people have been making that mistake and it's Sunday and maybe not a popular one, or we're gonna have to turn around, go do something else and eat, and don't really know what else we could do.
That was the Museum of Native American History. Very depressing.
Why?
Because it's up that people can just come on in. It's the way they were treated and forced out, and have to buy back your own effing lands is unbelievable. I hate it. I love Native American culture.
Well, there's nothing to really get on camera. I mean, it's obviously some artifacts and stuff, but like you said, more or less depressing to just see tons of stories of treaties of us kicking people out and not taking them seriously.
Making a treaty and then before the ink is even dry, breaking it and removing them from their land.
And then what did Jackson say? They're Andrew Jackson, like what president?
No morals, no ethics. They're an inferior race.
They're savages. They have no desire to expand or grow. So yeah, let's just kick them to the curb.
Basically said they deserve what they got.
But then a chief right next to him, his picture is basically like, leave us alone. Like, let us keep our lands and just leave us alone. But nope, that's America for you. Well, not shocking on that one. The Capitol's completely closed all the way around, block wide. Can't get anywhere near it. But nothing's going on. I don't even know if you can get inside, but that sucks. We have successfully delivered our parts. A little touch and go there for a minute. No one was at the business or answering a phone or could get a hold of anybody. I'm getting a little worried there, but luckily we got a hold of somebody and they were in the office actually, but the business looked kind of closed down and abandoned. But they paid and we're on our way back home. So was this trip worth it? We made about $1,100 selling some stuff. I want to say the hotel was going to be a couple hundred. Dinner, food, and gas was going to be a couple hundred. So maybe around $600–700 in our pocket. But I don't know. Was it worth it?
I don't know.
Well, how about at least going to DC for your first time? And I know you mentioned, I asked her last night, like as a big city type thing, that compared to New York was night and day, yes?
It's just a lot nicer and a lot cleaner.
Which one?
DC.
So you did not like New York all that much?
New York is disgusting. It's not for me.
Downtown, like Manhattan, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not for me.
Home sweet RV.
Yeah.
Well, hope you guys enjoyed coming along. If you enjoyed the video, give it a good thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. So until then, we'll see you next time. So hope you all take care.
Bye.
Bye.